Hi, Happy New Year. We're now officially 2023. I hope you had a good time, whatever you've been up to during the holidays. And welcome to my show. I'm Eleanor Grace, and this is my Psychic Destiny show. And of course, we're broadcasting live across the world with Moonstruck TV and A1R Psychic Radio. So I'm glad you're able to join us for this New Year show, which is great. Now, today I'm going to be using some tarot cards. I will be taking some of my mythic tarot cards. These are all about Greek mythology, which is fabulous, because we all sort of go into the ancient times and we're looking to see what those ancient mythological aspects are to our lives today in 2023. And of course, my show is never complete without a little peek into the crystal ball. And this is what we're going to be doing. Now, I do have my amethyst one with me today, which is fabulous. It's lovely, those purple hues, and it's healing. So anybody that has really been feeling as though you just need to have that boost, this is a time of healing. It's a time of getting everything back into perspective, and it's also a time for your light to shine, lighting up the crystal ball here. And I want to illuminate your life as well and illuminate your future. So this is what we have now, a very particular time to pick your goals. Think about what you intend to do, where you want your life to go. This is the time to do it. It's not about making resolutions. It's about being a bit more grown up than that. And it's actually laying out a plan. And during the next week, this is exactly what I'll be asking you to do. And at the end of the show, we'll also be making a cosmic order as well. And that, I think, is fabulous, because when we make a cosmic order, we're actually asking our wishes and our dreams and our hopes to be cast out to the universe. And when we do that, it's very, very likely that you will get a response. So that's for everybody. That's for everybody that is coming in, watching the show and staying here with me. Now we have Jeannie in Kitchener. Hello there, Jeannie. You're through to Eleanor Grace. How are you today?
I'm doing all right, thanks. How are you?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I want to take you a card, this one, and it really is important now, Jeannie. This is the Magician. It's a magical influence. I'm not talking about hocus pocus and that sort of magic. This is about you now taking the direction in your life that is so important and really so relevant for you. When we have the Magician, it gives you unexpected developments, and that's what I think is around you. It's what I'm connecting to you, Jeannie, that you're perhaps a little anxious, nervously going towards this next year, feeling as though things are not complete, that you haven't bound things together, that you haven't resolved some issues perhaps with those close to you, family members, and also a partner. But things are changing, and the Magician tells you that. It brings in some opportunities for you to be able to speak up, but also to take advantage of new developments. So I see you moving towards the crossroads. That's where you're approaching now. That's the time that you're approaching now. And this crossroads really does bring decisions. You have to make them. And Jeannie, you have to make these decisions now for yourself, sweetheart, because if you don't, then you'll just be really being influenced by those that are strong characters around you. And you won't find yourself actually doing and saying what you want to do, who you want to be, what your life needs to become. So assert yourself now, find your voice. I also feel that as angels with you, spirit is around you, and I do feel that there has been a person here that has been poorly, that somebody has not really been able to recover very well, because October, November, difficult months here for you. However, that's still a continuing situation. I'm not seeing any finality to it at the moment. What I am seeing for you is consideration for those other people that are poorly, and one person in particular, I feel that this is a woman who has been struggling quite a lot, but I also see you with prosperity issues. So it's about money, and you taking advantage as well of new opportunities that are going to come in that boost you. And that's boosting your confidence, but it's also boosting the coffers. You're getting more money coming in, and confidence with those family members and people around you that I feel that you have struggled with. You've really sort of struggled with maybe just finding that voice of yours here, Jeannie. So where are we now? Does this make sense to you? Because I'm going to be taking another crystal ball for you in a moment.
Okay. October, my mom got diagnosed with cancer and passed away in November. So those things
Okay. Yeah.
are
Yeah.
the months of difficulty.
Oh, so difficult.
And then there was the inheritance.
Right. So the prosperity that I've connected to here, the inheritance that you've got, is there an argument over this with family members? Has there been some disputes now?
No, everything's been resolved.
Oh, good, good. So is there now a closer picture with family members, Jeannie? And did you have
am I closer to my siblings?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, because the big message here was to find your voice, to assert yourself. You've got to a crossroads. You've got to make decisions now. And the lady that I was talking about is a woman. Did she go quickly? Because in some ways, I don't actually feel that she knows where she is at the moment. Does that make sense? She got the cancer in October, died in November, and we've got all of this time during December, which seems to be swinging here, going from left to right. And do you know a Stephen or Stephanie? Who is that? Because that's a name that is coming through quite strongly. Is that somebody in your life here now, Jeannie?
No, that I don't know anybody by those names.
You don't know Stephen? Was there anybody that your mum was connected to, a family member, maybe an ancestor? I'm going to give it to you. Ask your siblings, ask your family, because there does seem to be ancestral bells that are ringing almost in my ears that I'm coming from her, coming from your mum. And it's this, maybe it's St. Stephen's, maybe that's what she's trying to say about Christmas and missing you guys at Christmas. But do ask around, because you will find that.
Uh-oh, are you there?
I'm bringing up, yeah, I'm here. I'm bringing up a couple of connection issues, I think. But I do want you to look into this pink blush crystal ball here. It's very important for you to make some judgment calls yourself. And I do get that quite a lot, Jeannie, with you. And this, I think, is for your mum. This is for your mum really wanting you to be happy. There's a happiness that's here, and there's a sense of new belongings as well. So with the inheritance that you've resolved, there are some special items that are there that I think you will pass on. Now, do you have a daughter or two daughters? There's two daughters. Who are the two daughters? They belong to you?
I have one living.
And do you have a sister?
I have a sister, but
just the one sister?
And I have a brother as well.
Yeah, but your mum is talking about her two daughters. So that's where the daughters
her two daughters,
are.
Sorry.
Yeah, her two daughters. Okay. So jewellery must have been there, and some photographs as well. Did your sister have a lot of the photographs? But there's books that are still to be discovered in some way. So I'm going to give you that. There's roses that are here in this pink crystal ball now, and the roses are really powerful, and it's love that's being sent to you, but also the next phase is coming in. The next phase of happiness for you is coming in. Okay, so Jeannie, are there any questions that you want to ask, particularly of your mum now? Well, we have her here. She's with us in spirit. She's with you. I think it's St. Stephen's. There's something about Stephen's. Maybe there's a church. Investigate that. But
Okay.
we do have that love and the roses that she's trying to send to you. I think also April and May, the end of April, beginning of May, do seem to be a special time for you, quite romantic, and also a time of blessings as well. So you will reflect back, and she promises you that you mustn't miss her. You know, she's going to be with you all the time. So what's your question, Jeannie?
If she could give me more visual cues of when she's around.
Okay, it's quite hard. I think that she's going to come through into your dreams, into your subconscious state just before you go to sleep. And do you have mirrors in your bedroom? Because you can use the mirrors to give a sense of shadow and atmosphere, and call out her name. What's her name?
Joan.
Joan. So say Joan. Call her by her name, not Mum, because if you call Mum, then the whole world's mum will try and come forward to you. So you must call her by her name and say, Joan, my mum, Joan. Just before you go to sleep, you can say it in your mind's eye. You don't have to say it out loud. Ask her to come and visit you while you're sleeping, while you're in your dreams. It's much, much easier to cross over that thin veil in the subconscious state than it is when we're thinking about what we've got to do in the day and what's got to happen next week. So just take your time now and think about her, have a bubble of her face, a picture of her, photograph of her in your mind's eye, put it in a bubble. Say her name out in your mind and ask her to join you. She will. You'll dream about her. She'll come and sit around you, I think probably at night time in your bedroom, but there seems to be mirrors. She needs to know where the mirrors are so that she can reflect the light back onto you. But there's so much love coming to you now. So Jeannie, there's your reading. I do hope you've enjoyed that. And you can always book a reading with me and go to my website, that's gracedestiny.com, and find out about Stephen or St. Stephen's. That's a puzzle. It'll be there somewhere. Thank you now to Jeannie. And I'm going to welcome Amber. Hello, Amber. You're with Eleanor Grace here. And how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, and a happy new year as well. I must say that to you. Did you have a good holidays? I know that in the States there you had this awful snowstorm, and we were watching with bated breath here in the UK. I'm in London in the UK, so I hope you survived it well. Let me take you a card or two here now, Amber. What's it with a dog? I've got dogs barking around you. Do you have two? Are there two dogs near you?
No. No, I don't have any dogs.
Neighbours, are they annoying you? There's something about dogs barking. Are they? Is that what's going on? Yeah. I knew it was. It's got to be there because I've got the noise, and oh, my goodness me, why are they barking? Okay. Yeah, well, here for you, you've drawn the justice. Now, the justice card is about truth coming out. So you're searching for some answers here, aren't you? I know we've got the noise, the background noise of the dogs barking, the neighbours, and, you know, you feeling quite frustrated. But that's not the end of the story, because I feel that you also want to be pursuing authorities here for some answers. So you've got questions, you've asked lots and lots of times to get some results for yourself. It's not about the dogs, this is about your life, and it's about you having something justly decided. So justice is in your favour. It's a good card. It really is. And you will find that as long as you are asking for an outcome of any difficulty that you've got in your life, whether it be with employers or with authority, those are the two areas here that I can see, then it's going to go well. But it does seem as though you've got to get away here from a battle. This is a battle with you and some close friends around you. And this battle just doesn't seem to be important anymore. And you have to consider that, I think. I think you have to take that on board. So, Amber, do you understand what I'm talking about here? We've got authorities. Say again, I didn't hear. Do you understand about the authorities there, Amber, and about employers and the sort of battle that you've had that you now need to resolve? Is that something that you connect to with me? Okay. Also, we have the Ace of Pentacles that is here. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is all about prosperity and opportunity. And I think there's a new workplace for you that is going to come through. And this is a workplace that you want. And it's something that you're asking for. It's something that you feel really, really good about. And I do think that now it's time for you to take your rightful place. You're going to be fighting here as well for some intellectual results. So I think that you'll be working hard to improve your own skills, to improve your own experience, and to improve that everything around you is working. So we do know, don't we, here, Amber, that you've had some battles here, personal ones, with surrounding influences that have been perhaps a little bit overbearing. You're not feeling as though you've been doing things right, and that other people have taken control and other people have maybe made decisions that you weren't happy about. Is that right, Amber? Is that how you've been feeling? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And also, I've got this swinging door that I want to talk about, which is to do with your relationships, Amber. It's as though there's an open door and that somebody has gone out of one door, and then you've got somebody, it's like revolving. It's sort of somebody else is coming in, and then the ex-partner sort of comes back around again. And I think that this is confusing energy for you. And that's what is here. Let me check this as well into the crystal. Let's have a look at the crystal. We will be looking, I think, probably first of all at the amethyst crystal. I've got several here, and I want to just see what this is about, because we've got a healing element that's here as well. So let's just take this right into the center of the screen there and see what you can see. So I do have this wonderful opportunity for you to reconcile differences with a loved one. Do you recognize this open door? Do you feel as though everything is going a bit too quickly for you, that you can't quite make your mind up, and this battle as well? So let's have a look at what the situation is here, Amber, if you're happy to share that with us all.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend that is gone, and then
and then his friend decided to meet up with me, and then we were getting along, and then my boyfriend keeps trying to get back with me, and, and it's just back and forth, and between the two, and I have to take care of them both at the same time. I have to make them both happy and comfortable, and everything. It's just they're pulling back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you want? Because I feel that this is all about what everybody else wants and not really what you want. So this, I think, is what you're being told at the beginning of 2023. It's now time to decide on what you would like here. You want stability, I can see that. You want to have a situation where you know what the commitment is to you. I feel that you need to have a situation as well where you're not wondering in your own mind as to what's going to happen from one week to the next. I do see a uniform as well. There's police uniform, I feel, that are here. Is this a friend? Because it's not an enemy. I'm not seeing authority in this way as an enemy. This will be somebody nice who you like, or a friend of yours. Do you recognise that person, a man in a uniform? Maybe somebody that's passed over as well. So I want to bring that close into you here, Amber. Any thoughts on this connection? I want to give the initial of D as well. That's very important. So yeah, I mean, if you don't know this spirit, then just say so, because he'll be for somebody else that I may speak to later today. Do you recognise that name? Do you recognise D, the initial of D, or David and a policeman uniform? Is that something that is relevant to you?
The name David is, I don't know about a police uniform. My friend David passed away.
Okay. And he wore a uniform, yeah?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, it's David then who is with you in spirit today, if he's passed away and he was your friend. But there is a connection with David and a policeman's uniform that he's trying to sort of say to you, but he's also sending you so much love as well. I've got purple hearts everywhere, and we've got purple hearts here in the crystal ball. So David is in spirit with you. He's come through to me today as a medium and wants to send his heartfelt, warm love to you, and great to see you. But he's showing me this uniform. It does seem to be quite dark blue, deep sort of navy blue. Maybe that's an ancestor of his. You'll think upon it, because when we get messages from spirit, it's never wrong, Amber. It's just sometimes it takes us a little while to figure out exactly what that message is and what that's for. So you are going to
have to do with with me in jail.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Say again.
David's probably telling me not to talk to my boyfriend who happens to be in jail.
I see. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, I feel as though I've got a yes there. So maybe you've got to be making those hard decisions for your own happiness and for your future. Do you have a little girl, Amber?
She's older now, but not with me, but yeah.
Yeah, you do. She's a sweetheart, a beautiful girl, a great soul, very wise girl, Amber, an old soul that I feel is with you. She's going to look after you, take care of you, and you must take care of her spirit, of her well-being, which you do. You're a great mum. And even though there's some distance, that will all be resolved in your lifetime. And you've got a long life as well. There's lots and lots of opportunities yet for you to really feel as though you're on top. you're on top of your circumstances, your situation, which is going to change. I think the end of January will bring some markers for you, will bring some positive changes. There's information around you that I think is great because you've got partnership here. I want to place you in a business as well because you are able to earn your own money. You're very good at it, but other people take it off you. You know, I've got, not purposely, but, you know, they will place their needs above yours and you will let them do that. So I think one of the things for 2023 for you is for you to be able to just say, it's okay, I'm going to keep my own resources for me. That's the first thing that you've got to do. I'm going to make sure that I meet my own needs first and think about those younger generations as well. Think about what David in Spirit has come through to say, and think very, very much about your own happiness, that it's not that hard to be happy. But it is hard to recognise when we're unhappy and to do something about it and to make changes. And that's what you need to do now. Don't have a revolving door. If neither of them fit, then find somebody else. That's the overriding message. Start again and start enjoying your life, and don't overcomplicate it. It's not that hard. So thank you for joining me on the show, Amber. I'm now going to do a cosmic order, as we said at the beginning here of the show, for New Year, for everybody that is watching. So I want you to look into my prosperity crystal ball now. This one is shining out for you, and I want you all to make a wish. Have a look there at the citrine, and really just blow any wish that you want into the crystal ball with me, with harm to no one. Make sure that my hopes, my dreams, my wishes are going to bring some results. And really think about your wish and blow it into the crystal ball, which is what we're going to do together. So with harm to no one, we're wishing for 2023. Let's blow together. And there we are, out to the universe. Try and let me know what your wishes and dreams are, whether they come true. And I will see you the same time next week. And Happy New Year from me, Eleanor Grace. See you very soon. Bye-bye.